Well, podcast number 3. I came here to talk about politics, Brazilian politics, more specifically, uh, mainly about Bolsonaro and what I think about him. Uh, the fact is that we had a government of left, communist, and we know communism, socialism never worked in any country. They are all poor. The system doesn't work. Capitalism is not fair because there are rich people and poor people. But it's uh, the only system that works till today. So we had a government of left that put Brazil in debts. 20 years ago, Fernando Henrique Cardoso, I liked him, I loved him, because he put the dollar 1 for 1 so we could travel all around the world, we could buy things. He paid all our external debt. And after came Lula, and Lula said, "Oh, I fixed the country." No. I remember very well my first international trip I did in Fernando Henrique Cardoso time. He fixed it all. Lula just damaged the country after Dilma, after Temer. It's not just about corruption, it's about debts. We have now a strong debt that Bolsonaro will take time to fix Brazil. Uh, and I don't like extremes in religion, in politics, in soccer, football. It's not good extremes. It's good always the middle. I don't like the left and don't like the right. But here our election system is we have several people that want to be the president or governor or major, but in the end we have only two choices. One was to keep like we were, uh, everybody unemployed, debts, external debts, corruption, and the other choice was Bolsonaro. I believe that there isn't a perfect politician, but if there is, in my view, it was Fernando Henrique Cardoso, and I miss him. But Bolsonaro was the best alternative we had because nobody wants to keep unemployed, nobody wants to have an external debt. Uh, but as other politicians, nobody's perfect. He's not perfect. If I could talk to him, I would point him some points that he should fix. Like, I don't like this thing of destructing Amazonia. He really said he would give more space to agriculture, to the country grows. Uh, but Lula, he didn't put anyone to take care of Amazonia either. It was being destroyed. The difference now that is permitted, but it's equal. But he should review this point. He does want Amazonia to be of the world, and it is not. It is ours. The other countries destroyed their forests, so they don't have the right now to talk anything. But as Brazilian, uh, he must take care of Amazonia and not allow to destroy it. But like Doria, that was our major and now our governor in São Paulo, he's trying. He never governed anything. He says one thing when he sees that the people reacted against. He uh, comes back in his decision. He changes. So Amazonia, I think people of the other countries really have to pressure him not to be of the world, but to him to take care of it. Like he's liking to messing in other countries, uh, governments like Venezuela, I think the other people have the right to interfere, but not to say it's of the world. It's not. It's ours. This is a thing that I don't like, but to be elected, he did a pact with agriculture politicians, also with Christian politicians. Although he's Catholic, his wife is Christian, but I don't think religion should be in politics. I don't think a Catholic church should have crosses or saints in public schools or in courts, because it's not fair one religion to be over the other religions. What if like an atheist or a Christian sees a saint in a public school? He has the right to study there. There are specific private schools, Catholic schools for who is Catholic, Protestant schools to his Protestant, so they can choose. But who doesn't have money? They can choose. Uh, Besides Amazonia, uh, I think he's a little naive. He says some things like a child would say, like "you're ugly." Uh, in the case of that Maria do Rosário, that it was a scandal. They just put the part that he tells her, "I would rape you, that because you are ugly or you're bitch." But they didn't say that she was accusing him. They were giving separated interviews, and she messaged in his interview to call him names, to say if he was a raper. So she was wrong. After she's wanting to cut the liberty of media, she was processing comedians. She's not fair. And Maria do Rosário, if you don't like what I'm saying, you can go to the court against me. I don't care. So the left was being a problem. They weren't putting people to Amazonia either. What happened this year in Amazonia is not fair to say that it's all Bolsonaro's fault, because in Brazil we have the winter season is dry and the summer season is rainy. So Amazonia, when it's summer, rains. It's hot, hot, hot. And winter, even in São Paulo, it doesn't rain. So fires are everywhere. It's natural to happen. He could put more people to take care, to put out the fire, to he should improve in this sense. After this social security reform that he did, I don't think it was necessary, like France did, many countries did. I think it's just fair to cut the benefits of the government employees, but to mess with the people that already have a few, have little money, it's not fair to change the age to more. I don't think the problem is there. The problem was in the corruption, that they stole all the money. But he must do, I think, a criminal thing, like put that sentence and forever sentence, like there is in the United States. I think this should be done. I don't think if he will, and he's making easy the life of the enterprises to they can to contract more people. Maybe not too fair to the workers. They lost some rights. I think he should reveal this. But to put all the blame of what happened to Amazonia, in him this time, this winter we had. It's not different of what happened the other years, the previous years. That was the same thing. Uh, it burns alone. Some of the burning are criminal, some are not, like it happens in Los Angeles area, California area. Uh, and he's a child. When everybody says something, he answers like you're ugly, you're I don't know, like he did with the French president's wife. But he doesn't make him a dictator. Well, he likes to put a no particular school. I agree with him. Well, I think teachers should have the right to speak whatever they want in the classes, but they shouldn't turn classes into political speeches. Since my school time, left people, teachers and professors are all left communists, and they preach this, and this is a poison. I never believed in them, I never liked them, but we students have to had to heard in the middle of a class, and this is what he wants to prevent. Teachers, I don't know why they are all left. In 20 years we had left here. Our country went to the shit. And by what I knew, the new students that study now, the teachers are doing the same speeches. Now the classes are all about left politics. Uh, he has other points that I don't agree, but in general, he's the best choice. I think if the world pressures him a little about Amazonia, he would take care of it because he wants to be re-elected. And the other points, I think he's trying. He's trying to make Brazil better, to attract tourists. He's not an asshole as Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a narcissist, crazy, mad, racist. And Bolsonaro is not like that. He was more violent in his speech in his campaign. But now he's easy. He's not doing anything else. He doesn't like gays. He's totally wrong. Gay is not a choice. The, the person and all the species, all the animals have gays, lesbians, homosexuals. It's a natural thing. Nobody chooses, I will be a gay, I will be a lesbian. He doesn't understand it. Some religions don't understand it either. But he's not stalking gays, he's not doing anything against them. I think abortion should be allowed, but also I don't know how, because many people profits of abortion and they don't take care and also define that the solution is abortion. It's not. The first thing is prevention. But if the woman does still want to really to have a child and an accident happens when she's having a sexual relationship, uh, she will raise the child. It's not the father. So I think she has the right, if she tried all the means to not get pregnant, and she does still want the child, should have the right to cut the pregnancy till discovered sooner as possible, like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, the maximum. After not. In all those cases of rapes, uh, I think if the baby is sick, he doesn't have a part of his body, of her body, inside the belly, or no brain, he will just be born to suffer. It should be interrupted too. If I was the baby, I would say, don't let me be born. So people of the other countries, the media, the international media, and some channels, TV channels here, are doing campaigns against Bolsonaro that are not true, are not the absolute truth. He's not being a good person. He's not a dictator. He's not doing bad to any person. He's not racist as Donald Trump. He's not narcissist. So this was my message about politician. Now next, number 4 will be about psychology and some personality disorders. I love the camera and the camera loves me.